Most people approach personal finance as if it's a debate, instead of recognizing it as a series of choices that can transform daily habits. They often get caught up arguing about minor details and end the discussion without making any actual changes to their accounts or transfers. The smarter strategy is to prioritize fundamental steps first and set perfection aside. Begin by determining what being rich means to you personally, and then establish goals that align with that vision. Concentrate on significant victories like reducing fees, optimizing interest rates, and automating processes rather than fixating on tips that only save small amounts of money. Taking small actions consistently is far more effective than spending excessive time on research because action generates immediate feedback you can use to adjust next month. Create a system that works well enough to operate, then refine it after you have tangible results to review. This mindset helps you avoid decision paralysis and transforms money management into a simple, repeatable practice. For a comprehensive step-by-step plan, check out I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. If you're interested in more valuable content like this, subscribe to the channel, and together we can develop the full system. Credit cards become costly only when you carry a balance, so the first rule is to always pay in full. Your payment history is crucial and far more important than most other factors, which means on-time payments are a must. Late or missed payments indicate risk, and lenders adjust loan terms and interest rates based on that risk. Once you're consistently paying on time, don't hesitate to request better terms, particularly for annual fees or lower rates. Use 1 or 2 credit cards, keep them active, and monitor your spending through statements and download histories. Choose credit cards based on rewards you genuinely utilize, rather than falling for enticing sign-up offers. View credit as a critical part of your financial framework, since strong credit scores lead to reduced costs for major purchases. Steer clear of cash advances and avoid making minimum payments, as both strategies drive interest charges higher over time. Whenever you encounter a fee, take the initiative to call and negotiate using clear figures and a calm script. This approach allows you to transform credit from a burden into a tool you control with straightforward rules. Most banks profit from fees, so your first victory is to switch to accounts that don't charge monthly fees. Maintain a checking account for bills and everyday spending, along with a separate savings account dedicated to your goals. Keeping separate accounts reduces the chances of mistakenly spending savings and enhances visibility of your progress. Online banks frequently offer higher interest on savings and often have fewer fees and less stringent rules. If your bank imposes a fee, ask for its removal and request refunds for any previous charges. Successful negotiation is best when you are aware of your balance history, account age, and the precise fee amounts. Simplify your system to just a few accounts, automatic transfers, and clear labels for each financial goal. The goal is to stop paying for basic banking services and focus on retaining more of your hard-earned money. When fees decrease, take that additional cash and funnel it into savings and investments to bolster your long-term financial plans. Reduced fees combined with higher interest rates create opportunities for reaching goals without needing a higher salary or additional work. Begin investing as early as possible, even with small amounts, since investing is the driving force behind long-term wealth accumulation. If your employer matches 401k contributions, make sure to contribute enough to capture the full match before considering other investments. That match is essentially free money, and missing it is akin to leaving part of your compensation on the table each month. Afterward, set up a Roth IRA so that a portion of your retirement savings can grow tax-free in the future. Opt for low-cost index funds that mirror market performance, rather than attempting to handpick individual stocks. Stay vigilant about high fees, as they can quietly erode your returns. Focus on keeping expense ratios low and avoid overpriced funds. Choose an asset allocation strategy you can stick to, and invest on a regular schedule to maintain consistency in your decisions. Rebalance your portfolio every year or two to ensure your risk levels align with your goals, and to prevent any single asset from dominating. Once your accounts are established, your ongoing tasks will involve reviewing contributions, evaluating fees, and tracking rebalancing timelines. If you find this information valuable, subscribe to the channel. We will simplify investing choices further in upcoming videos. Traditional budgets often fall short when they try to control every purchase. Instead, use a plan that establishes category spending limits. This budgeting method organizes fixed costs, savings goals, investments, and discretionary spending into distinct categories. Fixed costs include rent, utilities, insurance, and debt repayments, and your aim should be to keep these expenses reasonable. Savings goals address short-term targets like building an emergency fund and planning for desired purchases. Treat investing as a regular budget item instead of an afterthought, emphasizing that consistent contributions are more critical than trying to time the market perfectly. Guilt-free spending allows you to enjoy your money without hesitation because your priorities are already funded. You don't need to track every coffee purchase or receipt if you have set clear categories and automated systems in place. After assessing your totals, adjust one spending category at a time until your plan aligns with your actual lifestyle. This approach enables you to invest in what truly matters to you while reducing costs on things you don't value as much. A solid financial plan alleviates stress by assigning a purpose to every dollar before the month starts. Automation transforms good intentions into effective financial actions like transfers, payments, and investments, eliminating reliance on willpower. Establish automatic bill payments for fixed expenses to ensure you never miss a deadline. Set up scheduled transfers from your checking account to your savings goals, as well as to your investment accounts. Simplified defaults are essential. Fewer choices help minimize procrastination and the risk of forgetting important tasks. When your system functions smoothly without constant oversight, you can focus on quick monthly check-ins to confirm everything is on track. Automation also makes it straightforward to increase contributions after receiving a raise, since you only need to adjust one figure. The objective is straightforward. Establish your system once, let it operate, and then concentrate on your work and personal life. Utilize alerts and conduct a monthly review to identify errors, then correct the rules that led to those mistakes. As time progresses, your financial choices will happen early in the month, making the rest of the month easier to handle. This strategy ensures your financial system remains steady, even when your motivation fluctuates. Once your system is in place, your focus shifts from setup to ongoing maintenance on a reliable schedule. Regularly assess your fees, contributions, and goals every few months to keep your plan aligned with your objectives. Rebalance your investment accounts when necessary, and maintain records so you can understand the adjustments made and their rationale. Tune out noisy predictions and sensational stock discussions, because sustainable success comes from consistent behavior over time. Embrace the 85% mindset. Take action even when everything isn't perfectly arranged. Making small mistakes is less costly and offers quicker lessons compared to delaying action for an ideal strategy. Monitor your progress by focusing on net worth, savings rates, and investment contributions, rather than reacting to daily market fluctuations. As your goals evolve, revise categories, update your automation rules, and keep your structure streamlined. Remember, the aim of managing money is to serve your priorities, not to create ongoing stress. If you appreciate this content, subscribe to our channel, and we'll continue enhancing your financial system step by step.